Hi, I'm Angie. Welcome to RV 360 by National Indoor RV Centers, where we have all the details on the latest coaches. NIRVC is a trusted resource with RV lifestyle specialists who are here to help you find your dream coach. NIRVC also supports you well after the sale with storage, service, and detailing. So basically, we do it all. Hi, I'm Angie with National Indoor RV Centers, and today I'm so excited because I'm doing my very first Newmar Super Star video. So this is going to be on the 2025 Newmar Super Star. This is the 4059 floor plan, and I have a couple of things to tell you before we really get into the coach here. So first of all, I break my video down into chapters. So if you want to jump ahead and go to the inside, go ahead and do that. No problem with it. Secondly, I want to let you know that National Indoor RV Centers has a fly to buy program. So even if we are not in the very area or state that you live in, we can get you to us. So we will fly you in, you and your significant other, one-way ticket to come in and take delivery of your coach. So not only do you get to come and visit one of our amazing National Indoor RV Center spots, but we'll help plan your first trip for you. So don't use that as an excuse. So then what does that lead to? Well, you got to call me. So I love to do these videos, love to help do your research, but I want to sell you a coach. I like doing that even more than I like doing videos. So make sure you give us a call at National Indoor RV Centers. We have RV lifestyle specialists that are ready and waiting for you to call. They want to help you get into the coach. We want to help you enjoy this wonderful lifestyle. And then lastly, let me know what you think. I want to hear from you. Did you like the coach? Did I show you everything you wanted to see? What can I do better? Love to get your comments. Isn't this a beautiful coach? Like, it looks like a tough, like beast mode, right? So let's start at the very top, the one-piece overhead cab with a nice big window in front. You can also see our marker lights at the very top of that cab. Then you come down, we have our great windshield. That's what we're going to see this beautiful country through. Our windshield wipers. Now we come down to the hood here itself. First of all, I love the paint job that Newmar did. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But check out that beautiful finish. We've got the diamond shield protective film across the front so you can protect your beautiful paint job. And then right in the center here, we have the pull down where we can access the engine compartment. Then we've got our first camera for our optional 360 camera, which is going to give us a bird's eye view of the coach when we're on the road. I absolutely love that. Check out the nice beefy big bumper here. Then we've got our tow hooks and our sensors for our lane keep assist and active braking, and our upgraded, better functioning LED lights. So the Superstar sits on the M2 106 Plus Freightliner chassis. We have the Cummins L9 360 horsepower engine, and this has 1150 pound-foot of torque. So let's check out the engine. So you just pull these back, super easy. And then you'd think this hood is just going to be so heavy, but like super easy to move. So you can just pull it right up. And you can also see that seam right here where your diamond shield ends, and then you just go to your regular paint on the hood. So we have our fan here and the cooling package radiators right in front of that. Look at that beautiful red block engine there. Now right here we've got our fuel filter water separator, our power steering fluid. Just up from that we've got the dipstick for our oil fill, and then the actual oil fill is right on the top of the red engine, and the dipstick for your transmission fluid. And right down here, you can see the positive, negative attachments where you would jump your coach if you needed to. Here is your air dryer for your engine. And then this is a filter dryer receiver, windshield wiper fluid, our air inlet manifold heater, and then our coolant for the engine. And then it's super easy to shut as well. So through the front grille, you can see the radiator. You want to just radiator maintenance. You want to, as you drive along, you're going to get a lot of debris on that. Just take your garden hose and try to rinse that off just a little bit to keep it working more efficiently. Superstar sits on the Michelin 315 tires in the front and 295s in the rear. 315, look how massive that tire is. The bigger the tire, the softer the pillow. So it's going to help give you a nice, smoother ride. Something that we're super passionate about at National Indoor RV Centers is tire safety. So much so that we developed a product called RettroBand. It is a run-flat device made specifically for RVs and for the weight that they carry, and tested on RVs over and over and over again. It's a product that works, that will keep you safe. Make sure you check out my RettroBand video. We have the chrome exterior mirrors with the first marker light, well, along with this one. For the passenger side of the coach, those are internally controlled, the upper ones, and they do have defrost. The lower mirror you've got to adjust, have your co-pilot help you so they get that just right. Then if you look in the doorway here, there's an extra mirror. So the driver can look over and see where the curb is when they're trying to park, or they can see that. Just another safety assist, helpful. Then we've got the great step-ups here into our cab. I'm just going to open it just to show you that you've got this great handlebar here so you can safely get in and out, and then you can hold on to the door as you're going up and down. Now, this is one of the reasons a lot of people like the Super C, is they like to be able to get in and out of the driver's compartment just quick. Whereas in like a Class A diesel, you entered across from the co-captain. This way, the co-captain and the captain can all get in separately and get out. Just past the steps, there's a locked compartment here. So open that up. That's going to be your fuel fill. Now you have 100 gallons of diesel fuel, but it's separated. A 50-gallon tank on the passenger side, 50-gallon tank on the driver's side. So this is how you fill the passenger side. And then just beyond that, you'll see the fuel filter for your Oasis system. And then we have the flagpole holder. So you've got a little device, you just stick it right in there, and then you can put your flagpole in there. So you can, show off the American flag or your favorite football team, you name it. Here is our side camera. So when you turn on your blinker, your right blinker, you're gonna be able to see down the full length of the side of the coach from your display panel. So it's really nice when you're trying to change lanes or turn. Now here's something that's unique about the Superstar. So it has an AirRide. Not only do you have AirRide seats that I'll go over in a little bit, but you have an AirRide cab. So you can see there's a separation here. It's going to allow that. It's going to take some of the bumps and bruises of the road, and you're not going to feel it as you're driving down the road, because this is much more of a truck-like, it is a truck chassis. So it's going to give you a nice, smoother ride than you'll expect. And we'll get to try that out on the test drive a little later. Our first storage compartment here. Now, if you look down here, you'll see a water connection faucet there. That is an option that we optioned in, hot water line to the front area. So you can hook up your hose there, go and wash off your front cap, your windshield when you get your cap grab. So you don't have those pesky bugs trying to eat through that protective film, and it just looks nicer. Then in here, we've got the air system that's going to help with that AirRide cab. Next compartment, nice big compartment here. You can kind of see how deep it is. And then the LED lighting strip makes it really easy to see all of your goods in here. Check out the beautiful exterior graphics on the Superstar. You have 3 paint colors that you can choose from. This is the peppercorn exterior, and you're going to get the base coat. Then know that each color has at least 2 layers of paint, and then you have 2 coats of clear on top of that. So it gives you a really nice finish. You don't even feel that transition from one color to the next. This is the full body paint masterpiece finish. They just do a beautiful job. And then you can give us a call at National Indoor RV Centers. If you want to change up the colors, you have the option to do a custom color. We're happy to help you with that. Speaking of custom items, so National Indoor RV Centers also optioned in the beautiful stainless steel across the bottom of the baggage doors. That just gives it that extra high, high-end look for our high-end vehicles, because this is really a step up from most of the Super Cs out there on the market. Notice the beautiful frameless dual pane tinted windows all the way around. Then we have the Girard awnings, and we optioned in for the extra Nova pitch on our awnings, and there's a remote control here. So you're just going to channel through till you're at 0. So then you're just going to extend them, and they're both going to come out together. Creates a nice shade for us here on this kind of bright, sunny day. Even though we've got a little bit of clouds, it's quite bright out. Look how nice these are when they're fully out. We've got that extra Nova pitch and our LED lights. And then just a little awning maintenance tips, whatever you want to call it. You do have a shake sensor on these awnings, and they usually will retract. But I always like to, if I have my awnings out, I think it's wise to be outside around your coach. I always hate to see coaches with their awnings out and the tow vehicle's gone. I know that the owners are gone. You just never know what kind of crazy weather is going to, come around. Mother Nature is pretty tricky sometimes. And I've seen some major disasters with awnings. So if you're using them, that's great. No problem. Be out here with them. Otherwise, retract them if you leave your coach or if you're going to be inside. Now that we have our awnings out, let's get to our drink cooler here. So this is another optional item that you can add into your order. That's the great thing about Newmar. You can really custom build your coach from your options to your interiors. Oh, that feels really good. So you can make this a refrigerator or a freezer. If you're having a tailgate party, you may just want that to be drinks. Speaking of tailgate, the next thing you're going to want to do is to bring out your TV. So here is our 43-inch Samsung TV with the Bose soundbar, and it does come out. You can direct it to wherever your guests are sitting, so you have the best viewing possible. So that's really nice. Behind it, you've got 2 USB charging ports and one 110 outlet, and then you also have your fresh paint drain. And down here in front, you can direct the sound. So do you want it off your TV? Do you want it off completely? Do you want it to come out of the dash radio? So you decide. So right here, you're going to see this drain. And you're probably wondering that is for the top of your slide room so that water doesn't push into the coach. It actually drains through this tube and then out through here. So now with your TV out, your cooler, your drinks, boy, we need them today, and your shade, you're ready to party. Now your freezer can either be plugged into 12 volt or 110, and then you can remove this if you want to. It's nice and light. So if you want to take it out and take it on a picnic for the day, you can do that too. This is a nice big compartment. I just want to give you an idea of how much space. So your opening here is just about 33 inches. And the height inside this compartment is about between 34 and 35, depending on where it is. But that's nice amount of height, big, and it's, 28 inches deep. So right midship, you're going to have your second camera that's going to contribute to that 360 bird's eye view. Then you have your security light. Down here to our marker light, another security light, and then we've got our docking light. Again, you'll have the Alcoa rooms in this. You do have a 24,000-pound rear axle, 17,200 front axle. Front are disc brakes, rear are drum brakes. You may be wondering what this is. This is your emergency egress door. Really easy to use. You can use it multiple times. I use it a lot of times just for loading and unloading the coach. So it's very handy. And then we have another huge compartment here. For 2025, they went to a way better wiring system. So much better for our technicians, for you. Everything's nicely labeled and orderly. Completely different look from the years past. So I think that's a huge bonus. And then that just locks right in. Then we have our pull-out tray here, which makes it really nice so we can have access to all those rear items. You can see that Newmar's given us extra tiles in case we ever need them. A air hose, and it's got a little connector on there. You realize that your big diesel engine is a huge compressor. And we've got the trailer hitch here with a few different size ball mounts. And then we can just push that right back in. Again, nice storage height in here. And you've got your central vac filter. And then you've got your slide room controls here. And then you do have a pass-through area up top, which is really nice if you've got long fishing poles, paddles, you name it. But you always are going to love having some pass-through space. So you have some on top and then some at the, through the bottom here on this next compartment. So we have our marker light and our last storage compartment, and it has pass-through on the top and the bottom, like I just said. 2 extra 110 outlets, and the resettable breaker is on those outlets for your tank heat pads. And then just below that, the white boxes, those are for your Girard controls for your Girard awnings. And then you've got a light here. This is for your rear docking light. So if you're doing some work in the back at night, you can just flip that on without the coach being on and have those lights. And then you have the T-bar to extend the rear cap. As I come around to the rear cap, look at that beautiful rear cap. Love the graphics. If we go from the very top, we've got our marker lights. Then we've got our third 360 camera, security light there, and then our rear view camera, our high brake lights, beautiful chrome here in the back. And then these are the extra lights that I turned on from this compartment right here. So turn those on and off as you need those. Now, this is a great compartment. You can put a lot of your oils, extra fluids that you need here, tools. This is what I love too. It's a pass-through too. So pass-through, you've got a little storage on both sides there, and nice. And then guess what? You have coverage. If you've got to do stuff, you've got a little like umbrella here. So why do you pay a little bit more for a Super Star versus some of the other Super Cs out there? This has the 360. It has 1150 pound-foot of torque, 20,000 pound hitch. So that's huge. If you're taking lots of toys with you, if you're hauling a stacker trailer, you can do it with this coach. You can change out the receiver here if you need to. And you have 2 different 7-way connections available. If you want to do a stacker trailer, and then you can just remove this pen here, this here, if you want to change out receivers. This also has an option where you can dump the air in your rear suspension, so you can either release a trailer or be able to hook up to a trailer. As I come around the driver's side, you'll see your security light at the top for the driver's side, and then you have the vent for your dryer. First marker light for the driver's side. More storage here. Again, that's the other side of the pass-through compartment, so you can see all that space that you get here. And inside here, we have a connection for 30 amp power. So if you've got a friend that you're camping with and they want to hook up to your coach, you can do that right there. Run the cord through here. Then you can shut this compartment, keep it nice and critter-free. Next compartment is a huge storage compartment. Now this one, you don't have the tray, but you can see that you get that extra height when you don't have the tray, and you have the pass-through on top. And here we have our dump. You're just going to attach your Stinky Slinky right here, and then attach that to the park. More docking lights, little compartment here for your Stinky Slinky or sewer hose, engine exhaust, and our generator exhaust. Make sure you don't touch that if you've been using it. It's nice and hot. And then we've got our wet bay here. So everything's nicely labeled. Even tells you how to winterize, so you don't have to worry about that if you come to National Indoor RV Centers. The filter for water filter for your full coach. The external shower, hot and cold. Then you have the water pump here. And you have your low point drains. This is a tube you use to winterize your coach. And you have your hot low point drain and your cold low point drain. And then you've got your auto reel for your water hose. You can just put it right through that grommet, and then you just power that back in. Love that feature. Over on this side, we have our manual fill and our auto fill, our sewage rinse, and then we've got the black tank valve and the gray tank valve that are automatically just hit there. Then we have this nice little compartment that we can rinse out with water and keep clean. So our exterior security light, our 4th camera for our 360 camera bird's eye view, midship marker lights, and then we have our 8,000 watt quiet Onan generator right on the front here. You can add your oil and your coolant. This is where you would pull over and have to reset that breaker if you tripped it while driving. You can start and stop your generator from here, and this is going to give you your generator hours. Next compartment are our 8 lead acid batteries. So you just pull these pins here on either side and you can pull that whole tray out for servicing. And you've got storage up above just a little bit and storage to the side. Then we have our hydraulic pump. This is going to be for your hydraulic leveling jacks and for your front step, which is hydraulic as well. And this is also on a tray. Just pull those pins there and you can pull that tray out for servicing and to add the hydraulic fluid to the reservoir. Here is our Chinook Oasis hydronic heating system. This is going to be your on-demand hot water and a furnace when you drop below like 35 degrees. So Oasis is a great provider for the hot water. They really have a good reputation. Works great. All right. I knew this was about to happen because we hadn't seen it yet. This is our 50 amp shore power cord. So my favorite thing about this is that it's on an auto reel. Again, you've got those grommets so you can keep your coach safe from critters, because you know what? Critters in your coach is a bad thing. There's a lot of wiring in here. You don't want them in there. In fact, one of the tricks that one of my avid RVer uses is to put Irish Spring soap bars in the wet bay. I hear that's supposed to keep mice and stuff out. So he swears by it. We have the 2800 Pure Sine inverter, along with the Surge Guard RV power protection transfer switch. And then we have the RV power monitor and our cable inputs here. So one of the things I highly recommend is that you have a second Surge Guard protector. This one's great. We optioned it in from Newmar always. It's a standard for National Indoor RV Centers that we have that in there. But we think a second one makes it even better. So we can install one for you at National Indoor RV Centers. You can buy one at the pole. You just have to worry about people maybe taking that. I hate to say that in this day and age. But it is nice to have that extra protection. This will protect you one time. I want to protect all the electronics and everything in this coach as much as I can. So I highly recommend adding a second. All right, then we have our camera. So our left turn signal, when we turn that on, we're going to be able to see then the full length of the coach where we're going to change lanes or turn. And then below that, we've got the exhaust for our Oasis system. Behind this locked compartment, we have the fuel fill for the other 50-gallon diesel fuel tank on the driver's side. And then we have our 6-gallon DEF tank. So that's our diesel exhaust fluid. Just a few things about DEF. It does have a shelf life. It's good for about a year. So if you're buying it from like a Walmart, AutoZone, make sure you're checking the expiration. Then just be cognizant of when you're putting your DEF in, when you're filling your tank, how long it's sitting there. And also remember that DEF does not like sun. So that's why you have the black tanks always. They're trying to keep that as much away from the sun as possible. Bad DEF, it will cause you to throw bad engine coats needlessly. So just word to the wise. So now you've gotten to see everything really cool on the outside. I want to show you the inside, but before we go in, I wanted to talk a little about the beautiful door handle here. Notice that we have the diamond shield around the high entrance area, so the lock and then the handle. And then this is how you can set your own unique code to get into your coach. You have the little doorbell there, which I love, so you don't have to interrupt, you don't have to knock, knock, knock. And then you can set your own code. So if you want to let in a service technician, or if you want to let in the grandkids, you can easily do that by giving them their own unique code. Then when you open up, I want you to notice the steps. So these are the same steps that we get on the London Air, the Essex, the King Air. They're my favorite because if you've got your coach all, aired up, ready to go, and it's super high, you are never going to have to heave yourself into the super seat because they come out nice and low. And then they've got sensors on the front and the bottom. So you're going to see me put my ankle out and just kind of touch it to get it to stop. Just know that they'll come out further than that. But that's to protect them against if you're up against the curb, they'll stop rather than just continue to fight against the curb. So let me show you. So they're coming out. I can stop them right there. They would have come a little bit lower, but I just love that feature. They're a favorite amongst the customers. All right, let's go check out the inside. As I step into the Super Star, the first thing I notice is this grab bar right here. It is so nice and strong. I've been in coaches that it's not so strong and you're not sure it's going to stay attached. This is definitely nice and strong, so I love that. It safely gets you in and out of the coach. Then right when you walk in, you're going to see your fire extinguisher. So You know, fire extinguishers is great to have by the front door. You can easily get it if you need it outside or inside, but I don't think it's sufficient for this 40-foot coach. So I really think you need to go and check out my video on Proteng fire suppression system. We sell it exclusively at National Indoor RV Centers. If you know anything about us, you know that we only sell products that we truly, truly believe in. So give us a call today. We can give you a custom quote for your coach, but go check that out. All right, and right when I walk into, you're gonna see this entry step override. So this is a reset for your hydraulic steps. If for some reason they're not working right, try this reset button first. And then this is my favorite button. I'm gonna have lots of favorites, by the way. It's just the first of many, but I do love the all lights on, all lights off. So walking into the coach, hit them all on, leaving the coach, hit them all off. I don't have to run back to the back bathroom. They just all go off. So make my life easy, right? Then let's check out this cabinet above here because there's lots of things that we need to know about. So here is our over-the-air antenna. So we can just turn that on, hit search, and it's gonna lock onto local stations. And then we've got our Magnum inverter. So this is where we can monitor the inverter. We can also set the AGS settings here if we want to go through that. Then we have our power control system. This is going to show us, you know, that we're plugged into 50 amp service. This is also going to watch the power flow into the coach. If I'm overloading the system, this will shed the load as needed. Then we have our slide outs for our off door slide out and our door slide out. Here are our HWH computer leveling jacks. So this is great. Right now we're in travel mode. If I wanted to put my jacks down, I just go to auto level. It's gonna give me indication and lights in all these corners to let me know if it can level. Once it's level, you'll see the solid light just light up, or it will give me an excessive slope, meaning that it can't level. So you might need to move the coach just a little bit, adjust, and then try it again. If you've done that twice and you've got another excessive slope warning, you might want to give your pump just, you know, like 20 minutes rest in between trying it again. You just don't want to burn up that pump. So auto store, when you're all done, you're ready to break camp, and then it will let you know when the jacks are up and you're in travel mode. Here we have our exterior step. So once we're at the campground, we're at the resort, we don't want our step to continue to go in and out every time we open the door. So we're gonna lock it out, keep it out, and then it will stay out until we either bring it in here and shut the door or we start the ignition. Then we've got our security lights, the one for the rear, the very back cap, and then the passenger side and the driver's side. And then here is the HWH master reset switch. So if you're having problems again with your steps or your hydraulic leveling jacks, this is where you would reset it. And here's another panel where you can take out your Girard awnings. This will be your first awning, that's your second awning. If you want to bring both out together, 0, or you can lock it and then you can turn the lights on. Right here we've got our patio light plus your stairwell light. Our engine block heater, we can turn that on here. Step cover, we want to cover this while we're traveling so that no one falls in the stairwell. And then look how nice and strong this is. Another favorite button, the lock and unlock for the cargo compartment. You know that every time that you turn your ignition on, it's going to lock those compartments. So this is a quick unlock. Unlock your entrance, and then your battery disconnect for your house batteries. And this coach has been prepped for solar. Welcome into the beautiful Super Star interior. I just love this. Great floor plan. So this is the you have 4 new wood choices this year, so that's all new for 2025. It's completely changed. This is my favorite wood. It's called the Morell. I think they named it after me. Morell wood with the high gloss finish. You can also get it in the satin. So you have the choices of the sable, which is a darker color, then the Sedona, the Morell, or you can go with the Summit, which is a painted white wood. And you can do a 2-tone with the white upper cabinets with the lower darker cabinets. And they've just added the fact that you can now do the 2-tone with the Morell wood too. So anyway, lots of great options. Again, Just something that as we go through this, make sure you give us a call at National Indoor RV Centers. With Newmar, like I said, you can custom build your coach. So there's a lot of options that you add versus some of the other manufacturers where everything comes standard. Newmar gives you more of a chance to put in exactly what you want. So as I go through this coach, I'll try to mention where we've optioned things in, but I could get them a little bit wrong. So give us a call. We can get out the order form and walk you through it, make it super easy. For instance, this would typically standard come with a sofa here, and we optioned in the theater seating. And did I mention this is the saguaro interior package? And then we've got the tile floor. This year for 2025, we can also get heated floors with this, which is a really nice feature. You also can get Starlink. So lots of great things and features added for 2025. So this is something also that is unique to the Superstar, all this huge cutout area. So it's really nice and big. You don't feel like you're in a cab when you're up front because you have this nice big opening. You're not going to hit your head when you come in, which is really nice for our taller friends. And then you get lots of storage in here. First up, we have our JBL speaker. Nice big storage compartment. As you can see, my arm goes back here to the side. More storage. More storage. And then this is where you can access the toll module in this compartment here. More storage. And again, big compartment here. You're also going to see the owner support from Newmar. I love that they do this. So we have Darren Todd's phone number here. She's a specialist for this product. When you become an owner, you'll get registered with Noogle and with Darren, and that way you've got a go-to person when you need help. And then more storage. So let's talk about the theater seating and the storage above. Nice storage, really deep. I can't reach the back of the wall, so good amount of storage there. We've got our Newmar Bible here, and there's no divider in there, so you can really use that space as you want to. Then you can look at the beautiful valances. They're tapered so you don't hit your head on them. And then we have the manual MCD shades, night and day shades. Underneath the cabinet, we have the thermistor for the living room area of the coach, which speaks back to the thermostat to keep the temperature nice and comfortable where you set it. So now you might lose me because I'm really ready to sit back and relax for the evening for sure. But this is really nice. I love this feature. Look how, you could sleep here. You don't have extra sleeping with the theater seating, so this could definitely be a bed if you wanted it to be. You have the controls right here in the arm, and then you also have a USB charging port. You also have two 110 outlets right behind me that you can charge from as well. Then we have our cup holders, storage, and I do love this storage. So you've got a little tray here, you can put your remotes and such, push it back, and then it goes all the way to the bottom. So it's nice and deep. Your blankets, your pillows, you name it. Dirty clothes, right there. I'm kidding. You also have the same control and USB charging port on the other theater seat. And then you have seat belts. So seat belt here, seat belt there, and then your two seat belts up front. And I have turned the co-captain's chair around so you can use that as part of your living room too. And also notice, this is another great feature, is that you have a flat floor until you literally step down into the cockpit. So here we have our display panel. We can do our AC from here for our living room and our bedroom. We go to our auto gen start. So this is where you can see the battery levels. And then if you want to, we can turn anything on from here. We can go into setup mode, and this is where we can set up our quiet time, set the triggers for our house batteries and our chassis batteries and how long we want them to run. So we can do all that there. Then we can turn on our floor heat, high, medium, or low.
in the front, mid, and the back of the coach, so 3 different zones. Our lights, so we have living room lights, kitchen lights, bath lights, bedroom lights, and stool room lights. And then each time you change, you'll get the different options for each room. And then we have our master, all lights off, all lights on. Tank levels, so you're gonna have your fresh tank level, your gray tank, and your black tank. Remember, this is a huge freshwater tank. Now you get 150 gallons in that freshwater tank, which is great, especially if you're dry camping. Gray is 60, black is 40. You can turn on your water pump, autofill, top off, or tank heat from right there. Then we have our TV lift. So directly across from the theater seats are the TV, and I can take it up or down from here. And then I'll have a view of my big, gorgeous window there. So we've optioned in this booth. You get the nice booth here, and you can extend it so you can add the extra leaves and then the extra chairs, so you can easily have dinner for 6. So now you can see what it looks like when it's all set up. You can see that if I sit in the middle here, there's still plenty of room for another person here. Got the person here, so seating for 6, really good in a 40-foot RV. Then in the bottom of the booth, you've got storage compartment on both sides. Then we have our 50-inch Samsung TV. To the sides of it, you've got 110 outlet and 2 USB charging ports on each side. Then we've got all of the nice windows and storage above. Our sound bar and our AV cabinet. So we have 3 110 available outlets. And then we've got our HDMI cords and more storage. So look at the beautiful ceiling treatment that you get with the Superstar. Matches the pretty fascia that we have in the coach. All the woodwork just looks wonderful, done in-house by the craftsmen at Newmar. And then we have the LED lighting. You'll notice that there's no vents lining the ceiling. It's just nice and clean and crisp. That's because all your AC returns and ducts are underneath your ceiling treatment. So you just can magnetized up there, and you can see where your vents are now, and you can clean your vents from here. So super easy, very easy to get to, and aesthetically pleasing as well. Now to the gorgeous kitchen of the Superstar. First of all, I love the solid surface countertop, nice clean edge. We've got the little lip here to protect any water or anything going over into our theater seating. And then we have the extendable countertop to give us a little bit more counter space to work, prep area to work on. And then we have 2 110 outlets below that with a resettable breaker there in between. Nice big deep storage compartment there. And that opens up to this as well. You have a spot for your garbage, which I always like, just so you don't have to see that when you first come into the coach. Little flip down drawer here. And then check out all the drawers, soft close. Optional dishwasher, we optioned that in obviously, and then nice big drawer. This is where we've got all the remotes currently, our flagpole holder currently, so if anyone hasn't seen this, this is how this works. Pretty basic, but that just goes into the little holder outside, and then you can put your flagpole in here. Newmar also gives us touch-up paint. This is just touch-up, so just for little things that you see. Now, if you have a bigger boo-boo, which is going to happen, if you use your coach, it's going to happen. When that happens, your first call should be to National Indoor RV Centers. We have experts in our paint and body department, and they really are artists. I mean, they have to match that paint beautifully, perfectly, and they do it every time. We also have a lifetime guarantee on our work. We'll help you with your insurance company and everything. So just give us a call. I also have a video out there on paint and body if you have any questions about that. Look at the beautiful backsplash that you get with the Superstar. Now that's one of those things, if you decide to order with us, where you can custom everything in your coach, we can change out floor, backsplash, countertops, all for a little bit of a price. But you know, if you're wanting to make it just exactly how you want it, we can easily do that. We've got design centers at all of our Newmar locations so that you can see all the samples, touch, fill them, and then really put your coach together. Then we have our stove top covers, and they've got a cutting board on the back side, so that's nice, because if I'm not using the stove, I'm just going to turn them around in that same space, and then look at that, I've got that much more cutting space and prep area. And then we have the induction cooktop here, so any pan that a magnet will attach to will work on your induction cooktop. They warm up really quick and they cool off really quick. And you can also remove this, just unplug it. You can take it outside. Let's say that you want to cook salmon or bacon. It's really messy or really smelly, but you don't want those smells in your coach. Just take that outside, plug it in, cook outside, and then everything's nice and clean inside here. Then we have our microwave convection oven and air fryer. So 3-in-1. How great is that? So now you can fry your chicken, bake your biscuits, make your cookies. That's what's important to me, but really nice. You're gonna love that. More storage. Right below that, we've got our kitchen sink, single bowl, stainless steel, residential faucet. I love that we've got the little sprayer so we can get to all those corners. That's really important, especially with those square sinks. And then underneath our cabinets, we've got 2 110 outlets here, 2 110 outlet here. So you've got plenty of plug-ins for your coffee pot, your mixer, your blender, you name it. All those other things that aren't in the 3-in-1 here. Next up is our pantry. I love this pantry. So locking shelves, they're not going to come out when you're traveling. You push them in and then pull them out. Look how deep they are. You're going to be able to get to everything on those. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shelves. Love that space. Whirlpool, refrigerator, freezer with the water in the door. Everyone loves that. Nice and big. And nice big freezer with the ice maker. And then you may be wondering what this is right here. That is your refrigerator freezer lock. Just move it to the side. Now those won't open, so when you're in travel mode, you don't have to worry about those coming open and having, you know, ketchup all over your floor and your carpet. What a mess. So you just want to make sure you have a pre-trip checklist. So you want one for the exterior of the coach and for the interior. Usually, you know, someone will take the outside, someone will take the inside. I've got a copy of my checklist. If you'd like to see it, add to it, modify it, just email me at Angie@NIRVC.com and be happy to give it to you. I also have a RVing 101 series where I start a trip from planning the trip all the way through, you know, setting up camp, breaking down camp, how to store things. So if you need a little help, if you're a newbie to RVing, you may enjoy watching that. Next up is our half bath, and this is nice and roomy, and I do love that we have a full mirror here so you can check out your outfit. Come inside. Ooh, this is also like the most cool place too, because AC's just blaring in here. Nice mirror here, the medicine cabinet, and then storage behind it. I always like to notice the lighting features. They look great. And then we have the backsplash, the vessel bowl sink, which gives us more counter space here. Then we have the fan heater that we can turn on, our fantastic fan, and then our ceiling lights, vanity lights, the water pump, and then we have 2 110 outlets here. More storage below the sink. More storage. The push button controls for the toilet. Towel holder, and then more storage, which goes back quite a ways there. We have our fuses, and I do love that they give us the extra fuses right here. Then we have the breaker box behind this. We have the resettable breakers for your floor heat right here. This is our Starlink system, so we did option that in, and more storage. And then you've got a little legend here so you can see what fuses go to what device. Then you have a window, which is always nice, porcelain toilet, and toilet paper holder. So we've also optioned in the central vac, so you can plug in your hose right here to get to the front of your coach and the rear of your coach. And when you do the central vac, you also get the dustpan, so you can just sweep everything over here and it will suck it all away. There's a little courtesy light here. Then we have the max fan for the kitchen, and then our big display panel that controls a lot of the functionality of the coach. So we went into our tank setting. It's gonna give us the option to turn on our water pump, top off our water, autofill, or turn on our tank heaters. Also going to let us know the house battery level and the chassis battery levels, our fresh gray and black tanks. And then we've got the light controls for the living room, bedroom, bathroom, master, all on or all off, and the TV lift up and down. Then we go to our automatic generator start. So this is going to let you know that we're on shore power right now, the battery levels. Now we can go into setup mode here. This is where we can set our auto gen start triggers. So first of all, you can set your quiet time. Then you can set the triggers for your house batteries, what voltage, and it drops below 12 volts that you want it to run, and for how many hours. You can, change that. Do the same for the chassis batteries. What is the trigger, and then how long do you want it to run? Then we have our floor heat. So for our front, mid, and back, and you have a high, medium, and low. Your AC, so you have your living room and your bedroom. You can do your cool mode, auto, HP, furnace, fan, off, or back to cool, and then you scroll through your high, medium, low on your fans. You can change the temperature just by touching the screen here, super easy. And you can also go into setup mode, so you can set programs so that you can have different programs run during the day, different ones that run at night, and an eco program. Here's our Oasis on-demand hot water and furnace. So we can turn on the burner or diesel, or we can turn on just the electric element here, or we can have both on. So if you know you're going to take a long shower, you're probably going to want to go and just have them both on and have hot water instantly. But let's say you're just maybe washing a few dishes, you're going to be fine there. Whatever works for you. Then this is where you can pair your phone to this device. There is global functionality. So as long as the coach is connected to Wi-Fi and you're connected to Wi-Fi, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. You can do these things from your phone. So you just have to download the Connected Solutions app from the App Store, and then you press pair when you see the coach pop up. And now I can do the AC controls, AGS, floor heat, lights. So when is this going to be really important? I know that probably 90% of us have pets, and that's one of the reasons that we like to have RVs, so that they can come with us. Say you're going to Disneyland for the whole day. This way you can monitor your coach from your phone and have peace of mind and enjoy your day while you're away. Then we've got our lights controls. So living room, kitchen, bath, bedroom, and rear stool room. And then each time you click into those, you're going to get different options. And then of course we always have the all lights off, all lights on for each section. So great feature. I love that, especially that master light. Welcome to the beautiful master bedroom of the Super Star 4059. So we do have a privacy door. You push that down and it opens up. Nice. It's pretty how it's all paneled. And then right when you step in, you're going to see the thermistor for the bedroom. And then we've got the speaker switches. The speakers are right on both sides of the bed there. Then we have a nightstand on both sides of the bed as well. And right underneath the nightstand, we've got a 110 outlet and 2 USB charging ports and that little cubby. Maybe you want to keep some water bottles down there. It's not a huge space, but it's nice to have a place to put your reading glasses, tuck things away. Then above the bed, we have a nice amount of storage, and we do have a port for wires to come through. So if you want to put a CPAP machine up there, and you've got 2 110 outlets that are available. Same thing on the other side. Access to those 110 outlets plus the port to have the wire come through. Beautiful padded headboard. I love that. You've got windows so you can have that nice cross breeze. Love this interior bed package. So pretty. We did option in the pillow top mattress with the air mattress as well. So that's going to be really comfy. And then we have storage underneath our bed. So that's where we put our 2 extra chairs and our 2 extra leaves for our table, but lots of storage. You'll be amazed at how much you can get down there. Across the bed, we've got this great setup, and you're going to see this a lot in Newmar's because it works so well. So you're going to have 2 wardrobe spaces. So this one plus the one on the other side of the TV. So nice and big, 110 available outlet up there. Right outside this cabinet, you've got the slide room control for the bedroom slide. Then underneath here, we've got our AV cabinet. So you have 4 available 110 outlets, your HDMI cables. So if you want to add a DVD player, this is where you'd want to do that. And then check out the drawer space that we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nice big deep drawers. Then we have this great little counter space here, 2 110 outlets underneath the cabinet, and then we have our nice big 42-inch Samsung TV and an emergency exit window, but we've one-upped them and we've got the emergency exit door, so that's way better. Make sure you notice the beautiful mirrors. Again, you can check out your outfit before you head out for the evening, but just a lovely bedroom. So walking into the master bathroom, one of the first things I noticed is that there's no step up. So that's another bonus to the Super C, is that you have a flat floor all the way from your captain's chairs all the way back to the back bathroom. Then you can option in the washer and dryer. So this is by Splendid. Just to give you an idea of how big that is. And same down below, a little bit smaller drum there. And a nice drawer here. And my foot's stopping it, so it would come out a little bit further. Then we have more storage here. And the optional safe. And there's more storage there for like longer items, or you can put other things down there that you want to just slip away and have it like that. Here's access to the water for your washing machine. Let's check out these drawers and the hand towel holder. Look how far these drawers come out. So really nice and big. Soft close. They're all the same size. So tons of storage there. And then we have the storage below the sink. 2 more drawers. We have the great countertop here, really cool sink, residential faucets, 2 110 outlets on both sides, and then we have our vanity medicine cabinet. That opens up, and all that storage behind it is just wonderful. I'll head into the shower here. 29 by 39, so nice and big, plenty of room. You have the fixed shower head and then the handheld wand. So here we have the AquaView Shower Miser control. So you'll see a little picture here. It shows a shower head with the water coming out, and then the picture over here is the little recycling button. So when you get ready to take your shower, you don't want to needlessly use the water in your freshwater tank or needlessly fill up your gray tank. So you can warm up the water. You're just going to turn this dial over to the recycle button, turn it to the recycle, you'll turn on your water, it's gonna get warm, and then this bulb will light up. When it lights up, your water's ready, it's warm, so just turn the knob over here. Warm water's gonna come out. You're gonna love it, saves water. Also have the drop down seat here so you can shave your legs. And we've got the skylight for our taller friends here. And we have the little locks too. So once we're in travel mode, when we shut the shower, we want to make sure that lock's on so that it doesn't open and close while you're traveling. Next up, we have our porcelain toilet with the push button controls. We also have the fantastic fan controls. And then we've got our home here where we can do lights back here and our AGS. Kind of the same buttons we've seen, the floor heat, lights, tanks, even the TV lift. We've got our towel bar here, another towel hook, our fan, window, and then this is our emergency egress door. So I'm going to show you how easy this is to work. You unlock it. Now you're going to push it open there. This bottom panel just magnets off. Then you're going to take your ladder, flip it down. It's that easy. I always like to show the floor plan with the slides in. You could easily sleep in your king bed back here without taking the slides out. So you're spending the night at a truck stop, or you're in a place where you can't take your slides out. You could easily sleep there. You can get into your refrigerator, no problem. Of course, you have completely full access to your half bathroom here. Plenty of space. Your kitchen, your microwave, your entrance here. It gets a little bit smaller in between here, but really a nice amount of space all the way to the front. So I'm here in the cab. I'm going to go over everything. First off, these really cool AirRide chairs. It's almost like going to the amusement park. I can raise them, lower them, raise them, and then get it just right and lock it into place. And then to adjust your backrest, you just lift that up. And then right down here, we've got our battery disconnect and then our light test. So we can click that and test all the lights on the exterior of the coach. Then we have the pneumatic lumbar button, so you can get just the right comfort level for yourself. And we have heated seats. So up is low, down is high, and then off is in the center. In the front of the seat, you can pull this forward and you can actually bring the whole cushion forward if you want more leg support. Push that back. Then right below that, you've got the handle to pull the chair forward and back. And then right next to that, you have a button that you can pull, and then you can tilt your seat to the right position and lock it in. Here at the door, we have the lock and the unlock, our window controls, and then the controls for our exterior mirrors and the defrost, and a nice little cubby compartment here. So right here by the light, we have a Deutsch plug. That's where our technicians at National Indoor RV Centers can plug into your coach to communicate with it and get diagnostics. Here's the ignition, and then just above that, we have the house and chassis battery boost. This is really important. Say you've been gone to shopping all day long. You come back to your coach, batteries are dead. So you want to take your chassis battery and your house batteries, tie them together so that you have enough power to start your engine, or tie them together so you have enough power to start your generator, let your generator run, then start your engine. Here on the steering column, you can adjust the steering column where you want that. So just get it to the right place and then lock it in place. Then we have our turn signal up and down, and our windshield wipers and our windshield wiper fluid. Just push in, pull forward if you want to flash your high beams, or just push back if you want to leave your high beams on. Here are our lights. We can have them in auto mode, so that's the easiest way to go. Off, running lights, headlights. All right, then here on the steering column, we've got information on the dash that we can scroll through. So we've got our trip information, then I can scroll down, information for the leg of the trip, home. Then I can go to the next, driver assist, click in, speed, locks, gauges, diesel particulate filter, tire pressure monitoring system, and back to our locks. Then our engine maintenance, transmission prognostics, any alerts and diagnostics, and then our alarm clock. So this is just our settings, brightness, lighting, units, time. We have our volume control, increase and decrease. Then our wussy horn here in the center, or we have our big air horn. So you definitely want to use the air horn when you're driving something this big. We can answer a call, hang up a call once we Bluetooth into the system. Then we can set our cruise control, resume or cancel. And then we can flash our headlights here or our marker lights. Come down to our transmission control. I love that everything's on the steering column. So drive, neutral, reverse. Then if you want to go to manual shifting, you just push in once. You'll go to manual and you can upshift or downshift by pushing backwards. When you want to go back into auto mode, just push in and hold. And then you have your engine brake on here. So up is off, and then low, medium, and high. Then we have the park brake, so pull to apply, push to release. Next up is our hazards. And then we have a light for our footwell. And we can turn off our lane departure assist here. Then we have our docking lights. You can turn those on from here. This will flip through your cameras, different views on your camera. So just a quick button to flip through and see what you need to see. Always that 360 view right here. Then we have the cab ceiling light. And the generator start and stop. Down here is the ATC spin, auto traction control, so you can turn that off here. Again, you're probably going to always have that on auto unless you're in a muddy or slippery situation. This is going to be a shutdown override button. So if for some reason your oil is low or your coolant temperature is high, you may get a warning that it's going to shut your engine down. This will override it so you can get safely to the side of the road. Then if you want to add other options in here, you could link them to option 1 or option 2. Shade up, shade down, and that's for your skylight. So you can just have that go up as far as you'd like, for as much light as you'd like to bring in. It's a nice, beautiful big window. I love that because when you're back in the coach, you can kind of bring the outside in. Our antenna up and down. So here's your differential lock. So say you're in a slippery situation and you want to lock your back wheels in together so that they'll both turn together, you would do your differential lock. Then we have the suspension dump. So this is kind of the same thing. If you need extra weight on that back axle, you can dump the air, or you can dump your suspension in the back to help you get a trailer hitch attached. USB-C charging ports and your 12-volt. Your manual AC controls, so your fan speed, the direction of the airflow, and the cold to the heat. So up above the driver, you've got a nice little spot here for miscellaneous items you can quickly get to. You've got your sun visor. And then in the center here, we've got the lights for the driver and lights for the passenger. And then we've got the storage up above for the passenger and the sun visor for the passenger. So here is our big display screen here for our radio, media, XM, Bluetooth, HDMI, our aux input, our camera control, iPod, nav system, and then our setup. So let's just go to our camera control. You can choose your different views. Or your 360, which is my favorite right here. 360 plus the rear focus. Go to your nav button. Your navigation will come up here. This also has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Setup, is where you can really customize your screen and go into more depth for your video, your audio, and you do have 2 pages there to click through. Then we have house mode, so you can go into this when your coach is not on and you want your radio to be able to play through the speakers in the house. And you have your quick button here for your radio. This adjusts the brightness of the screen, and that will give you your quick navigation button. So here's your power and your volume. And then you've got your USB input here. All right, so I'm super excited, ready to go out on my first ride in the Newmar Super Star. So I'm excited to see how this air cap handles and the AirRide seats. And then, you know, we've got the front engine, so I want to see how much noise that brings in when I'm driving. So lots of things to think about, because this one is much more intuitive to drive because your wheels are in front of you. You're just driving a big truck and luxury truck. Let's do that. Let's say that. So I'm excited about this. You don't really have to worry about your turning radius. You just have to watch your rear tires. And that's what your mirrors are so great for. And then you also have this 360 camera. You can see if you're gonna hit a curb or not make the turn, and you have time to adjust. So that's what's really great. And that's the other thing that I would say is that just don't be in a rush. That's when bad things happen. Take your time. You're bigger than everyone else. Oh, okay. Can I show you this now? My favorite thing. I'm such a dork, I know. Beautiful evening here in Tennessee. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. RVing is the fountain of youth. I honestly think that. I get to spend a lot of time with RVers and at our AIM Club doing fun events. And I'm telling you, they're living the life. They are not tied to a house and mowing a lawn. They are out having adventures, seeing the country, visiting the national parks. Just so many things to see in our country. That's what's so amazing. And this is a great way to do it. Now this drives really nice and it's very quiet. I'm actually super impressed. I had a customer that had a coach, Class A diesel, that was a 605. And I was like, oh, he's never going to be happy in a super seat because his wife wanted the super seat. She felt more comfortable driving it. And anyway, he says, no, you know, they both get you to where you need to be. So I'm going over a pretty bumpy road right now. Let's see how I do. Man. I mean, you can tell there's some bumps, but literally I'm not moving in my seat. And this is a bad road right there. So it definitely passed the smooth test. Now let's get it up to speed and then I can do my decibel reader and you can see how quiet it is. Because really you have a little bit of engine noise, obviously, while you're getting up to speed. So once I'm at my high speed, it's really no difference in the Class A. I'm shocked. I'm really impressed. Really, really, really impressed. That blows me away. I'm going to go ahead and set my cruise control. So the cruise control button dial came on my dash. And now I can just sit back, take my foot off the accelerator, and just enjoy the ride. I love this. And then I want to show you how easy it is to throw on your engine brake. So, not on cruise control anymore. I want my engine brake on. So now I've got it on high. So you're going to see as soon as I take my foot off the accelerator, the coach is going to start slowing down. And it will eventually bring me to a complete stop. So, really nice to have that extra help when you're driving something this large. I'm really impressed with the Superstar and how it drives. Very comfortable to drive. So you have the driving features, lane keep assist. So if I start to go out of my lane without putting on my blinker, I'm going to get an audible warning. It's pretty loud. So I like that though, because if you're, getting a little sleepy or whatever, that's definitely going to wake you up. And then just as far as same as a Class A, you're big, you want to hug the left side of the lane that you're in. just more bad things happen on the right. Tree limbs can be very expensive on your paint. Road debris, street signs. So just a few things you want to watch out for, but you are going to love driving this. So how are you going to find out for yourself? You got to come to National Indoor RV Centers and try it out. We are happy to let you go for a test drive. We want you to buy exactly what you want, and we want you to be happy with your purchase. So pretty. What a great way to like see the sunset out this awesome windshield. So really, come do a test drive with us. It's beautiful. It's so fun. You'll be sorry if you wait too long. You never know what tomorrow brings. I hope you've enjoyed my walkthrough of the 2025 Newmar Super Star Floor Plan 4059. Now, I'm sure you're asking yourself how much this gorgeous coach would cost you. Well, current MSRP is $573,816. Now, I'm not going to charge you MSRP. I'm going to give you a great discount, so make sure you give us a call at National Indoor RV Centers. We want to help you. We have our RV Lifestyles specialists ready and waiting to help you build your perfect coach or find one on one of our lots. And remember, with our volume and economy of scales, RVs simply cost less at National Indoor RV Centers. We'll make it really easy, really fun. We take in trades, we do consignments, we can finance these gorgeous coaches for 20 years, so don't wait. It's time to get started today. Give us that call. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, please hit the like and subscribe. Also, go and check out my RVing 101 series, our paint and body series, and our AIM Club. Thanks so much for watching and have a fantastic day.